He might be frozen.
Maybe
Carlos,
maybe,
don't blink
maybe
if
Carlos,
you're okay.
Carlos, you're muted, pal.
He's back.
You okay? You're back?
Yeah, he's muted.
He's muted. Okay.
Rewind your thought, Carlos.
Yeah.
Maybe not. All right. Oh, he lost everyone too.
Censored by the new YouTube TOS.
Oh no!
Are we gonna just watch this video?
All right. Yeah. Keep going with the
play the video. Play the video.
Yeah. Go.
All right. Yeah. Here.
Michigan Senate candidate Abdul El-Sayed began campaigning with him. Just a reminder, Piker has excused sexual violence from Hamas terrorists. Now, the
Which is bullshit too, by the
controversial
way.
relationship between the two entered new territory this week after Piker said this.
If Jews in America keep putting this idea out there that they are singularly invested in Israel, eventually someone's going to come around and take action, not against the state of Israel, mind you, but against American Jews.
Well, Piker made that comment that American Jews
Oh my
who
God.
support Israel are responsible
That's
for actions taken
the same
Exact same
against
thing
them.
she said.
Yeah.
A picture of a
So-
Did she
Jewish
think?
Jeff,
Did she
Jeff,
just not remember?
was prominently displayed.
I have a,
Probably not.
No, she does what she's told. She does what she's told. She's not like a thinker. There are people behind the scenes that are writing the scripts for her, and she just reads the fucking words on the prompter. These people are useful idiots. Like, they're not, they're relatively camera friendly, they're well spoken, but ultimately they're not writing their own material. Unless you're like, like Jake Tapper, like, kind of does, like, some of them do, and they just gotten stale. And the reason that is because they don't bring in new people. Like, you if you look at the great Hollywood late night show hosts, they're constantly bringing in new writers into their room because they want new voices, and it keeps them on their toes. The cable news commentators could take a page out of that book because they clearly just surround themselves with the same people with the same ideas and the same perspectives all the time. Hassan, I'm worried about Hassan's safety.
Yeah,
he is becoming a fucking lightning rod.
Yeah.
They're going after him as if he's like a fucking, the second coming of, he's like a leftist Trump or something. He's like, they're treating him worse than as if he was a lefty Ben Shapiro.
Right.
Like, that's
Ben
that's a
Shapiro got a
comparison.
fucking write-up in the New York Times.
I don't think of like Hassan as the lefty Joe Rogan. I think of Hassan as a lefty Ben Shapiro.
No, Ben Shapiro's irrelevant though.
Now, you think so? Now, really?
Absolutely.
Now, yes.
Irrelevant or just like weakened?
Waning.
I mean, like,
Waning.
he's definitely the high
He's
watermark.
such a fun target. He's such a fun target. I'd hate to see him go.
The high watermark. Yeah, I know. The high watermark is like a year in the past. Like, it's over. It's over for him.
yeah,
But
there's been
isn't
some
he-
staffing things and some money stuff with
Right,
Daily
Candace
Wire, but-
leaving.
Yeah, and the film's failing, Pendragon.
Yeah,
or
what were
whatever
they
the
I mean,
hell
it
that
won't
is.
be long. It
Yeah,
won't be long
but-
until you have like Ben Shapiro desperately trying to grasp onto any kind of relevancy,
Like on
showing
Fox
up on the
News?
showing up on the Adam Friedland show.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I'm
that's-
also very funny.
Those are the signs.
So Tucker Carlson outlasted him then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when Ben
Yeah,
Shapiro
but
like
Tucker-
poses in front of a fake woodworking shop, then we'll know that he's really serious.
Yep.
One thing that he and Sam Cedar have in common.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if Run, Hide, Fight Infidels with Jonathan Majors, buoys the Daily Wire bottom line there.
I think
Didn't it
there's
already come out?
Daily
What
Wire-
are the Calci odds on that?
Yeah.
Did it
Didn't
come
it already
out?
come
I don't
out
know.
and fail?
I don't
When did it
know.
come
When's
out?
the release date? Let me see.
Does Hassan, question about Hassan, because I don't really pay that much attention to him. I watch his like clips on YouTube every now and then, especially when he gets talked about in mainstream media. But he's the thing that I've really started to like him was when he started to promote political figures and put his attention and audience to work for the good of I'm an electoralism guy, and so that was appealing to me. Has he used his platform to promote other either content creators or commentators? Has he ever been on Crystal Kyle and Friends? I don't think so. Like, he doesn't do that kind of thing,
He's
right?
been on the
He just-
Majority Report. A couple
Oh yeah,
times.
no, he's been on Majority
Yeah,
Report.
that's right. He's
Yes.
been a Majority Report.
He's had Olayemi on. He's had FD
He's done a lot
on.
of. He's done a lot of interviews. Like, he was on. I've had a podcast a number of times. and
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean,
Right.
and also just streamers doing what we're doing right now.
Right.
Like, if one of us had 3 million subscribers, that would be the same thing, you know. That you
And
talk
Well,
about.
that's what I'm kind of wondering is if he ever like kind of like does that for like middle class
Well,
citizens. but it
he
doesn't sound
makes
like it.
himself available for like magazine shows too. You know, like more formal kind of media
Right.
enterprise type outfits. As much as like I've had it, and obviously we'd all probably like him have him come on our shows.
Yeah,
but,
why
like,
hasn't Hassan come on Good Morning Comrade yet? What the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's the real question.
I used to
Hey,
edit his
you
fucking
work there.
videos, and I make a
That's what
document.
I'm
I
saying.
mean, I was that too. He would come up to me. We'd talk stand up comedy before he filmed a single minute of content back in 2014.
Are you a comic, Hank?
Not
yeah.
active. I did it for about 7
you-
years.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah.
I know.
Hank's too
Alex,
funny
have you
for
done-
comedy.
I did
Right.
because I did some stand up back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on my show. I'm going to start having you guys on my show for more regular guests. I'm just
Okay.
I operate at like 0.5x speed. I can't do the fat. I don't know. I'm just like really slow to get things going.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I
I did want to say though, for Dieter was asking, Hassan is the #1 donor to the ALU, the Amazon Labor Union. So he donated
Wow.
6 figures
Wow.
to them during I think 2023 or something. Like that.
Nice.
So it'd be great if he donates to a union documentary that one of his former editors.
But you know, you bring up Jeff. Did you have to bounce? Are you good?
No.
I thought you said that.
I interrupted Jeff.
You trying to get rid of me? You trying to
No,
tell me
no.
something?
No, it sounded like you were
No.
about to get out. You were saying it sounded like you were doing a dish,
That's what I. Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
But yeah, Dieter, you bring up like you start paying more attention when he's highlighting candidates. I think so did the mainstream media, and so did the Democratic establishment, and that's when they started
almost
throwing
as if
attacks.
almost as if they thought he was like overstepping or something. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
what is this
All-
guy
all of
doing?
this-
What does this guy know about politics?
Well,
Right.
all of it really started, like I remember, it started when he started appearing at Abdul Al-Sayed rally in, I think it was something like April or May, in Michigan. He like because normally, I mean, he would raise money or he would have people on his stream or stuff like that, and it wasn't as much of a big deal. But then when he appeared at a Abdul Al-Sayed rally or some kind of a public event,
Right.
people freaked the fuck out. Like it was crazy.
It was. I can trace it. I remember exactly, dude. It was the fucking. He was. They didn't mention him, but he was already floating around like Zoran's campaign. It was Cuomo saying
Cuomo did it. Yeah.
at
Cuomo
the
did it.
fucking debate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the debate last year, when it was a national news story, who's going to be the mayor of New York? Because nothing else is going on. They're not fucking resisting in any way. They needed some kind of hope, and their hope was Andrew goddamn Cuomo's comeback. That's
Hey,
what
you're
they
right.
wanted.
That was
he-
that was like the day after they in what was it, one of the parks, they like literally put a whole bunch of like poster boards that had pictures of like Hassan, Hassaning literally like the Japan
awesome.
trip and all that shit.
Pep, big up the video I just clipped in there.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's Fox News, basically, Klan Television, talking about how if the Democrats don't disavow Hassan, then they're the real racists.
Fox News.
Yeah.
Okay,
Naturally.
dude.
I love it
Naturally.
when Fox News cares about racism.
You have to say it like Midas Touch. Regime media that calls itself Fox News.
Lame, dude. I hate those.
Regime
Dude,
media. That's good.
I purposefully, me and my wife have this running gag where I'll start my day with a Ben Mycelis video just because she'll even say it. She'll just be like, what's Donald Trump panicking about now?
I would rather take it the clavicular's advice and just smash my chin with a hammer.
Well, I mean, you accidentally looks back. It's like, Jeff, what's going on, man? You're looking
No, I just don't want to watch fucking what's it called? Whatever that Night is Touch or whatever. Give me the pod bros every day over those fucking
All right,
weirdos.
here we go.
Trey Gowdy.
Gowdy,
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ. What
A
an ugly
Eraserhead.
motherfucker this
Be
guy
careful.
is.
He's outnumbered.
Sort of amazing.
All right, here we go.
He's
Isn't it
outnumbered.
sort of
because he's a
amazing
young guy.
that here we are sitting in 2026 and the Democrat Party is debating whether racism is a good idea or not, or that they're listening
Yeah,
to
they should
someone
know
who,
it is a good
refresh
idea,
my
according to Fox
recollection,
News.
has never held political office. He's never cast a vote for anything of consequence. I mean, he literally sits in front of a microphone and inflames irrational people. That is his
So wait,
Has
if
anybody
he's
ever
so
watched The
irrelevant,
Apprentice?
job.
if
Wait a
he hasn't done a
minute.
single
He's
thing in
our
his life,
fucking jobs.
Go on, go ahead, Carlos. Go ahead, Carlos. Get it out, Carlos.
if he hasn't done a single thing in his life, then why are we talking about him, right? If all he does is yap into a microphone to, what did he say? Inconsequential people?
Idiotic people.
Oh, yeah, okay, better, even better.
But,
So then
I mean-
what's the problem here?
The problem is this immigrant from Turkey is coming for their jobs because
He's not
that's
even
their
an
job.
immigrant. He
Is
was
to sit in
born
front of a
Amazing.
fucking microphone all day and talk
That's
to
what
idiots.
scares them is
He's
the
an
fact that
immigrant
he
from New
has.
Jersey.
He actually
He's
was
an anchor
born here.
baby.
All right, here we go.
9-point-something% of us could care less what he thinks. But it only takes a couple to do something irrational.
Jesus
Look,
Christ.
9/11 is a pretty awful thing to say. It's not the only awful thing Hassan Piker has said. So, look, Republicans, they may have some voices.
I mean,
it's
so
It
dishonest.
reminds me of like when Ashik Sadiq, who is one of the co-chairs of DSA, went on to, I think it was Will Cain's show or something like that, and like literally the optics of this could not have been any more incredible because Sadiq is Bangladeshi, I believe, and like the Will Cain, this fucking Clan TV freakazoid, is like, well, what are you gonna do, or do you really have support from working class people when you're in an 85% white organization like DSA? And it's just like, bro, you're a Klan television.
You're literally talking to a brown man right now.
Yeah, if this was like a white supremacist, if DSA was like a white supremacist organization, you would think that was awesome. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yo, bring it back 10 seconds and play it. I want to hear it.
Yeah, because I was also going to make the point that it's like, okay, but you guys remember when Charlie Kirk got kirked, and then we started playing clips of his exact fucking like words.
Yeah. People got fired for playing his full 10 minutes of him talking, not 5 seconds edited together.
All right, here we go.
Look, 9/11 is a pretty awful thing to say. It's not the only awful thing Hassan Piker has said. So, look, Republicans, they may have some voices they want to deal with. Until Democrats disavow him, then I'm just going to assume you haven't made up your mind about racism yet. Good luck telling folks.
That's what's coming from you fucks.
In Detroit.
Yeah, it's not the only terrible thing he has said. Do you really want to play this game? Because
yeah, he goes, oh, Republicans, we have a couple voices that we have to deal with. Who? Name them. Name them, Trey. Name them. Name them. I dare you. I fucking dare you. Is it Donald Trump? Is it the fucking president right now? Is it the president, the grab him by the pussy guy? That guy? Fucking idiot.
yeah,
and then, I like that he says
that they lost the Civil War, maybe racism issues, or maybe the top donor who hailed Hitler at the first work meeting.
Right. Yeah, Mr. Musk.
But don't even but you guys are still all it's all valid counterpoints, but the real insight is to look into who listens to that douchebag and takes that side, and how do they think. And the aspects that I noticed were condescension, dismissiveness, and fundamentally, and we already all know this, it's especially if you're in therapy, the quintessential characteristic of a narcissist is to deny and project. And that's what, with the racism stuff, they're denying that they're racist and using Hassan as a way to project that he's the racist. And they do it all the time with other people. These are cheap parlor tricks.
Yeah,
they're doing the middle school, the elementary school, like I'm rubber, you're glue, bounces off of me. And
literally.
And they just said, and it's all about what he said. And it's all about what he said. It's like, well, you're Fox News. Have him on. Have him on.
Right.
Yep.
And don't have him on, and have him on in the friendliest possible way. Have him on for an hour of uninterrupted, unedited, because that's the only way to do it. When dealing with modern day media, you cannot let them edit shit. You have to go live with them.
I mean, that's what they did to Abdul, though. They still had the unedited clip, but they still clipped it into 90 seconds, regardless. And Abdul cooked, dude.
Who saw that interview? So, one of the things that it was. Let's reset. So Abdul El Sayed went on Fox News a couple of days ago, as of this recording, and he basically did what I think is the best thing that you can do when you go and talk to a fucking moron like Jesse Waters, which is one, he kind of met him on a bro level, and if anybody wants to pull up a click from that, he kind of out alpha'd to use a fucking disgusting term, he kind of out alphaed Jesse Waters in a lot of ways, and he also like the best part about the entire interview is that when Abdul El Sayed went into it, and the in context, whatever, like the way that Fox News can clip it out of context, they're going to do that no matter what.
Right.
But what Abdul did is he was clip farming that entire time, that entire interview. He was taking like dumb bullshit that Jesse Waters would say and blowing it up in that very moment, and so that his side got the clips. And so he can blast out to his people and essentially generate excitement behind him. That is what you're supposed to do when you go on Fox News.
It was fantastic.
So it's the oh, you're gonna show it again? Okay, just so you guys
I'm
know,
not going to necessarily play it, but I'm going to just kind of scroll through the because see, this is what they're saying about it, and this is like how they clipped it, where it's like a minute. Let's say it's sex change for minors. Do you support that? Do you really want to have this conversation? Are you circumcised? Dude, that was a fire line.
Which even that's Colin Rugg, right? That's a Republican. So that's trying to make it seem like, oh, Saeed's the weirdo. But even then, that's going to generate laughs from anybody who scrolls past and go, I got to see this clip. And then they're going to see the full clip.
Oh, yeah. It's also, I mean, it is kind of a point that they haven't necessarily like, heard in this, whole thing with like the trans argument. Like Fox News viewers do not really get any of the counter arguments because they're not online. They're not in the same online spaces that we are. And they're not going on Twitter. Like 90% of the Fox News viewers, I would argue, don't even know how to use Twitter.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like you kind of hit on this point earlier in the show where you were just like, how much of this is even real? Like, because we think that it's like, oh my God, Hassan's getting dogged, and blah, 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 blah. But how many people actually know who he is?
It'll register with your, grandma who watches Fox News all the time,
Right.
And part of the overall message they're conveying is we're not the racist ones. As even if you whether you recognize Hassan or not, they get to sort of dump or pile it all up on this singular person. Completely, obviously, we all know taking his comments, twisting it to invert what he's actually trying to say. But the whole point of it to his audience is that, unlike us, that guy is bad. That's basically the whole heft of it. And sadly, a lot of people trust vampire-looking men like Trey Gowdy.
Yeah, dude.
It's like
well, they're using the lowest common denominator thing.
Tie, and he just looks like a guy that would fire your dad.
You know what's funny?
And they love men like that. There's an authority fetish, not in a sexual way, but there's like it's this conformity cult of conservatism in this country.
Well, fascism
functioning
requires
underneath it all.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, Pep, I didn't.
Well, what's funny too, and just sort of like this is the way I think, because when I do radio, right? Good Morning Comrade is on WHIVLP New Orleans. It's syndicated on the Pacifica Network. Call your local Pacifica station, by the way, and tell them you want Good Morning Comrade listeners. But regardless, like one of the things that I used to be embarrassed about was like bringing up some of this stuff, like talking about Hassan Piker, like on the radio, because I'm just like, ain't none of these motherfuckers gonna know who he is or what I'm talking about. Now I'm just sort of like, he's on cable news 24/7. Like it's a lot easier to sort of have the conversation about somebody like this, which is not necessarily even a good thing, because I want to focus on organizing. I want to focus on unions. I want to focus on workers. I want to focus on like different stuff,
that can get people to show up
that
can get people to show up for DSA meetings, though.
Exactly. Well, and actually, one of the discussions I had with our guest on Good Morning Comrade last week is that that people like Hassan, people like Mike from PA have been told by like DSA leaders that they're kind of recruiting people into the organization. Like Hassan's not a member of DSA. He should be. Hassan joined DSA.
Yeah,
I met him at the they had a summit this year, but they had the convention a year ago in Chicago. So I met him briefly. There was like a line of people to meet him. He's very, his access to him is pretty tough. But dude, the DSA nationally, I don't know. I'm a DSA member, Jeff.
I've been a DSA member from 2017. So yeah,
you got me beat there. The thing that is frustrating for me was, and Alex knows this, is I made a pitch video to the National Comms Department about how they should use their YouTube channel and grow their brand and have more of a media presence. And they haven't really done it at all. No. It's good to see Ashik and Megan on mainstream media here and there, but their media presence is a fucking joke. And
it's good to see one of them on television at least.
There is another channel though called U.S. Democratic Socialist.
I was just gonna pull that up. Yeah, dude.
Which is like 270,000 subscribers. Like it's fucking huge, or it's growing quickly. So I'm like sitting here and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why won't they listen? And I think it comes down to the decentralization of the DSA, where they want everything to be voted on, and they don't necessarily want a face. Well, I was proposing multiple faces for the network, but it's just an endless amount of content to be had between the 125,000 members that are across the country.
It does mean that anybody as a member can sort of like do their own thing. They're not necessarily speaking as like for the organization necessarily, but they can speak as an individual that's associated potentially.
Yeah, but like here, pull it up. I just posted it in the private thing. It's just some guy. It's just some random person who made this channel.
Put it up. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
put
this
it up.
guy. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Who is this fucking guy?
Which, like, if he's putting out good messages, okay, but I'm sure a lot of people are looking at this like, oh, this is like the official DSA YouTube channel.
Wait,
not knowing that.
Did Hillary Clinton make a comment? Okay, I just pulled something up. This might be super cursed, but this is from C-SPAN. I'm gonna link it in the chat. Please bring it up because maybe I'll end up like, doing some self-harm live on air. Probably not. But
what a tease.
The first thing that came up was Hillary Clinton on the Democratic Socialist America 2 days ago. So please.
Oh yeah, no,
please.
You know what opinion I was waiting for?
This is the channel, by the way.
It's a good channel.
You know whose opinion I was really, really waiting for? Yeah, Hillary Clinton's.
Put it in the chat. Pull it up.
Oh, I know exactly who this channel is. Yeah, I know exactly who this channel is.
I think I'm subscribed.
Are they good?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. I've been watching their stuff.
Yeah, that makes some
I
good stuff.
I think they make good content. I think they're doing what the DSA should be doing directly. The problem is like they just don't want to centralize. They don't want to have like 4 or 5 people in charge of such a big responsibility.
There is a podcast.
That's not good enough. There should
I recently had on the show Francis G and Michaela B, who were a part of the platform committee. I had them on Good Morning Comrade to discuss the platform, and that was a really great conversation.
I saw Francis G on a show in like Los Angeles, a news show.
She was on Fox News. She was on Fox News a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But and Francis is like she's an OG. Like she's somebody who was like a OG when it came to building up New Orleans DSA. So like I got deep respect for her. But anyway, I say that only to bring up that first off, shameless plug, but also second off, Michaela is the host of the DSA podcast called Class, which everybody should check out. It's the DSA National Political Education Committee's podcast.
What's it called?
Check it.
Class.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, let's play this, Hillary.
Please.
Republicans have gone through a major upheaval in their party over the last several years. Division between traditional Republicans, the MAGA movement. Democrats now seem to be going through a major upheaval between the center left and the Democratic Socialists. Why are we seeing this polarization of both parties? And what do you see for the future of the Democrats?
Because the working class has been abandoned. Short answer.
I think that there probably are some similarities, but also significant differences. The MAGA movement did grow out of the Tea Party and some of the most
she's trying to compare him immediately to the
radical elements of the Republican Party, fueled by the media that the Republican Party turned to. That, basically gave them permission to be more and more divisive. And then Trump became the avatar for that element and put his own personal touches on it. I think what's happening in the Democratic Party is that, particularly among young people, and I think this is what we need to pay more attention to than the label of a person who is running for office or even nominated or elected. Young people feel like our system is not working for them, and they have a lot of reason to feel that way.
Yeah, because of you, fucking.
Is that it? Is that it?
Yeah, that was it.
That's it.
That's
Oh,
it.
Here, play the next clip. Play
I
the
mean,
newer
that's-
clip that I
she's
sent.
right. She's getting there. I mean, she's
Yeah,
not
but it's
half as
because
sharp
of
as she used to
her.
be.
Like that's the problem. Is that
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's
well,
because of people like
that's why I
her.
wanted to see. That's why I wanted to see what she continued to say, because yes, there's the failure of the Democrats to offer something better than what MAGA offered twice, and they lost both times. So yes, I mean, like there was a train of thought there that looked somewhat promising,
and it just hit the brakes.
She sucks. Neera
Also-
Tanden is the
Yeah.
I love
fucking
Neera
worst.
Tanden.
I know.
I
Oh, yeah.
love Neera
God.
Tanden.
Well, watch
She
this
pointed
clip.
out that she's never
She's my
sober.
hero.
It's
I wish I
almost
could be
like-
on. I wish I could be on television and interviews as drunk as she is,
Oh,
as
yeah.
much as she does. Like I really do wish that I can drink like I can't drink like I used to. I can't drink a box of Franzia every night, but she fucking can.
Oh,
Is she
yeah.
the head of
Where-
the Center for American Progress? Is that her title?
Yes,
Center
yes.
for American Progress? Yeah.
She drinks powdered Franzi.
So that's supposed to be the Center for American Progress. Center for American Progress is supposed to be the leftist heritage foundation, right?
Yeah,
Oh, is that
it's
what
like
it
a
is?
faux progressive. It's
But or
a faux
Federalist Society.
progressivism.
They used to have
But-
They used to
But
have
it's
the
not
blog.
nearly as powerful.
Old heads like me might remember the blog Think Progress, which like in the like when MSNBC style Obama liberalism where
yeah.
like Rachel Maddow reigned supreme, like that was like Think Progress was something. Like that was like sort of like viewed as left wing.
Nothing that sticks. Nothing ever sticks with the left.
No, it's not
You
even.
know?
Well, it was not like actually left wing. It was like, basically reformist neoliberalism. But like that was the best that we had at the time. The things have changed so much since like even like 2012, or 2014. We've come a long way in the past 10, 12, 15 years.
Yeah.
Anyway, play the clip.
Play this.
Play the clip.
Where the left is really right is that things are really bad in the country. So I think where you have moderates kind of talking about incrementalism and the left talking
Okay,
about
you're
more
playing at
radical
1.25 speed, which makes it sound like she's less drunk.
It does a little bit.
change. I think that's going to actually push people towards the left because they are the left is right that it's insane that we do have
God, she's sloshed.
a
But
trillionaire.
wait a minute. This is
elected
Neera Tanden, right?
I know, right?
I'm just confirming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
outcomes by the
two
level
Republicans talking to each other. Yeah.
Right?
of spending he's doing, and like
Yeah, don't you love how the Bulwark is all of a sudden like the bastion for progressivism?
that is oligarchy,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I was
they
about to say.
right. I mean, the fundamental analysis that things are really broken in the country is actually very right, and I actually think center left people or kind of normies. It's our job to compete on ideas.
Normies.
I love
Wait,
ideas.
You're normies? Wait, they're
She's not a
claiming
normie.
themselves as normies.
That's where
in
she's
this?
fucking wrong, though.
Yeah, she's
That's where
so
she's
wrong.
fucking wrong. That's such a
Yeah.
That's such a fucking cop out, and it's
Yeah.
such a fucking cliche.
Yeah.
And it's not competing on ideas. It's competing on people. It's competing on people winning office and accruing
Thing is-
power because you can't do shit without power. And this bitch knows nothing about power.
The thing
Go
is,
ahead,
what's so bad about some of these people even winning like by their metrics here? Like, because realistically, what I'm noticing is the left is starting to play the game where they're just like, these names are too Muslim. That's the real problem.
Yeah, exactly.
here.
I ran into that today. With an old friend, and I found out she like is. I didn't know her politics. I've known her for 15 years, and she was. Mom Donnie came up, and she's like, "Well, I'm a Christian, and some of the things that he does." I'm like, "Wait, so you don't like him because he's Muslim?" And she's like, "No, it's just because some of the policies are derivative of his Muslim faith, and as a Christian, I can't support that." I'm like, "Well, my information is coming from people who live in New York, and they fucking love him." So I'm going to take their opinion over yours.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Here, let's finish this.
I don't think it makes sense to launch a campaign against DSA or the things. I think the thing is if you think DSA is wrong, offer better ideas. I'm not fighting off the left per se. My concern genuinely is how to win. I mean, you know this as well as I do. Post 2030, Democrats have to win in states. The blue wall is not enough. They have to start. They have to win in states like Iowa or Ohio or places like that, North Carolina for sure. And so to me, I think the real question in front of us is how do you build a big enough tent? And then how do you ensure that you're doing that in a way
Make sure
where
that tent does not include Hassan Piker.
I was about to say,
But anybody who wants
let's build this
genocide.
big tent, but make sure the clowns don't get in.
You got to choose between James Carville,
We need
Bill
the
Maher,
clowns.
and
Like,
Hassan
bad
Piker.
analogy.
You can't have both.
and also
Elephants.
where was this near Tandon?
Well, so here's actually what happened, and this is like it's very suspicious.
Can I make a suggestion real quick?
Suspicious.
Can I make a suggestion real quick? We finish the video and bring it back because it looks better when we're all. Yeah, just finish the video real quick.
here,
you
Jeff,
embrace
Jeff, you
like
take
your
it after
base
that.
left or who the broad tent of the Democratic Party without doing things that alienate like kind of Republicans who can come on board or independents. And I think Bernie Sanders is a great example of that.
Yeah, and that's my point about both sides. Like, I do think that lefties have some crazy candidates who say,
"Oh, fuck off."
So here's what's happening. Like they're essentially making a decision. They're making a decision to they're trying to essentially separate.
It's Liz Cheney shit.
Well, no. It's not even Liz Cheney shit. Like they're trying to make a separation. There is because you're seeing it from James Carville. You just saw it from Hillary Clinton. You're seeing a lot of these establishment figures paying lip service to a lot of these issues that people like Abdul al-Sayed are running on. And while at the exact same time that's happening, you're seeing a full court press specifically against one individual. And the point of that is to try and do a love bomb of it's a threat, but it's also kind of like a love bomb. It's very abusive behavior, right? You're seeing almost like a love bomb being thrown at somebody like Abdul Sayed, and also at the exact same moment, you're seeing like you don't want to fuck with that guy. You don't want to be messing with that guy. They're trying to create a separation between a guy like Hassan, who is a representative, I guess, of what is like a very dangerous in their minds part of the sort of like representatives of young people, not because of the Muslim stuff or not because of what it says about Israel necessarily, because he actually represents a change in like a threat to the system. He's actually putting forward an alternative towards the existing system where you have Abdul al-Sayed, who, God bless him, he's running a campaign on Medicare for all, but he's running as a capitalist. He's saying that he's a capitalist. And so they're trying to create a cleave between these ideas. And so far you did see some success with that. I think it was very stupid advice by whoever told or pressured Abdul al-Sayed internally to release a statement the other day saying that he doesn't Hassan Piker or no Twitch streamer speaks for him or whatever. It wasn't very clear. It wasn't very specific. But they attacked Hassan anyway.
Long.
It didn't matter. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to hear it very much. I do know that this clip is really, really low, so I got the captions on though.
For a lot of us who've been watching politics over the last 10 years, frankly, before that, there's always this question of like, how or why are people so angry at politics? And I think it's because too often when you hear about politics, you hear politics.
Did anybody think to point a microphone towards him? Maybe.
No. No.
Here. Send me. Put the clip in the private
Actually,
chat.
I'm glad it sounds like shit. Quite frankly, like because I mean, like, it almost kind of reminds me of like when Trump has his clips like in front of like the airplane when all you can really hear is airplane noise and he has to shout. I actually don't mind that because the clips are shitty. Yeah. And like I wouldn't be shocked if this was like done crappily on purpose. But I guess like the point of why I'm even bringing this up is because like Abdul obviously did not want to do that. He did this almost like as a like he's not like chomping at the bit to like condemn Hassan Piker, but he did feel, I guess, based off of like some of this shit that's been going on, compelled to like separate because
fucking advisors.
Yeah. The consultants told him to do it. But like, here's the thing: when you do that stuff, they're never going to. It's never going to be good enough. Ever.
No.
It's never going to be enough.
Never.
They called Hillary Clinton a communist. They called fucking Bill Clinton a communist.
That's why Jeff. But that's why, Jeff, I think that the best political athletes, and I think Abdul can be one. He has a potential. I'm disappointed as a fellow lax bro that he didn't have the attitude of fuck it. I'm not going anywhere on that relationship. I'm not going to hedge it one bit. But as you mentioned, it might be because he's not a socialist and Hassan is.
No, I mean, but I don't think that's I don't think that's going to be what the separation is.
They don't care.
But I understand what you're saying. I don't think like Hassan is fine with the fact that Abdul isn't a socialist, and I think the reverse is also true. I think that the reason that mainstream Democrats are focusing on that is to try and highlight that potential difference that is less important.
Exactly. That's what I'm
it's
saying.
less important, I think, to the principles involved. But if the Syed campaign thought that like a soft denunciation or like a soft distancing from Hassan Piker was going to shut up the critics, like Jared Moss and that other lady in Detroit who decided well, fuck you, that wasn't a strong enough statement against Hassan Piker. We're still not going to campaign as a unit with you. Like they're going to be snakes no matter what. So fuck them is the way I look at it.
No, I don't think they would have actually supported him regardless.
No matter what.
Yeah. Nothing is going to get them to support.
It's just an excuse.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I just double down, dude. Everyone's gonna call you a communist. Everyone's gonna say you're a radical, leftist, Muslim, extremist, whatever. They're gonna launch everything.
In Michigan, though, because Michigan is so fucking purple, dude.
I genuinely don't think it's not purple state. It's a blue state. It should be. Democrats have failed it. That's the reason. But what I'm trying to say, and I know I'm talking a lot, but what I'm trying to say here is that sure, I actually don't think that Abdul El-Sayed is secretly a socialist or whatever. I think he's being very honest with how he's presenting himself because he comes from a little bit more of an upper crust background. His family's got rental properties and all this other shit. Whatever. He's running on Medicare for all. Put the policies in the bag, little bro. I don't really give a fuck. You're and a lot of people inside of DSA and certain organizations might not like that. But the reality is that if we can get these, the whole reason 10 fucking years ago that, and really more than that, but specifically for DSA purposes, Medicare for all was focused on as such an important policy is not because only socialists can get behind it. It's because it is a reform that changes this, the structures in the society. Obamacare did not do that. Obamacare was an expansion of Medicaid, and it was a mandate for people to sign on to corporate health care, essentially private health insurance, and also created new marketplaces. It marketized it in a new way that was government sponsored. That is much different than having a universal healthcare system. And they did that shit to stop the universal healthcare system because the universal healthcare system would be the thing that actually challenges the system. So what fucking Abdul calls himself, nobody gives a shit.
No
the fact that he is pushing for this thing that would fundamentally change your ability to engage, access to healthcare, your ability to get healthcare and pay for it and not go broke. Yep. The whole reason that's desirable is because it's such a strong, such a punch in the face to the system. Go ahead, Peter. I'm sorry.
No problem. Did you read his book about Medicare for all?
I don't need to. I'm sure.
No, I'm not saying I did or you didn't. I didn't read it. I was just curious if you did. Yeah, it's just annoying to see him hedge a little bit with media pressure. That's all.
Yeah,
because he's got big balls and he should lead with those. And it's something
that
he's
already got the Hassan contingent in the bag. So,
but it's something that Alex is. Oh, you're talking about him getting consulted on expanding and catering to other parties, but isn't there something it's always reaching out to them? Isn't there? It's like dating, isn't it? Something about you can get those people to come to you if you're authentic enough.
Not necessarily.
That's how I date.
I mean, dude, I think, double down. Double down. Make Hassan not a fucking issue. Be like, yes, I'm campaigning with him, and yes, I fucking won the primary. Suck my dick.
Well, the thing use it as a pivot point. Use it as a pivot point to draw attention to other names. If he's going to play the names game, that's what we saw in that interview with Jesse Waters. Is you take control. You take control by with the answer to the question. You either you don't
whether I'm campaigning with Hassan Piker or Sam Cedar or Emma Vigeland or Kyle Lewinsky or blah blah blah.
I'm gonna take this all the way back to 2012 though. They pulled the shit with Obama. You guys remember when they were all about that Reverend Wright? and they were just like,
2008. That was 2008.
Yeah. That was Hillary.
Was that 08? I thought it was Mitt Romney's campaign was using it like pretty aggressively.
It was a McCain.
I mean,
campaign.
they brought it back up, but
Yeah,
it was initially Hillary in the
that
primary.
was the thing. Like they okay, so in 08 they did it, didn't work. In 2012 brought it back, didn't
2012
work.
was really funny because like I'm old and you know some of you old guys will understand it. But like yeah, Hank, you might remember. But like the funny thing about 2012 was like they tried to run the exact same 2008 playbook, and they just basically said this time he's really going to institute Sharia law or some stupid shit.
Yeah, it really was.
It was really stupid.
But that's what they're doing. They're playing the that's what you were kind of talking about it, Dieter, with your friend, but that's realistically where people are at. They're just like, well, we're already on the back foot because people are still a little bit Islamic from 9/11, so we just want to make sure that we're playing this a little bit safe, which again, Obama being the fucking proof in the pudding here, where that Barack Hussein Obama shit only works for Trump's base. Like Trump, as much as he would love to think this, he'd never beat Obama. Is despite the fact that he thinks that even through all of his fucking bullshit, he never was able to like he would never be able to beat Obama, and he knows that shit. And like this is not me trying to glaze Obama by any means, but this is what
just objectively
lives
true.
rent-free in his it lives rent-free in his head.
So Obama and Reagan are great examples of the difference between a great candidate and a great president.
Yeah.
Both great candidates, both miserable presidents. I am done catering. Like I've wrestled with Obama like for the last 6 months with this video that I keep telling myself I'm going to finish. And I'm like done. Like the more just research that I've done about the guy, he was just so preoccupied with getting everyone to like him.
Yeah.
And
everybody though.
And getting like the politics of civility and compromise and being just so naive about how obstructionist the Republicans were going to be. And then the landmark. See, the funny thing about it is when you take Obama, the face and the fucking personality out of it, and you just look, okay, fine, take the layman off the street. Hey, Obamacare, right? Yeah, that was Obama's landmark legislation, the healthcare, right? Yeah. Well, so do you think that was a good policy? And if they say, yeah, it's like, okay, so do you know what the number one reason for medical bankruptcy or for personal bankruptcy is in the United States today? And then you tell them medical debt. And then they're like, so it didn't really fix the problem, did it? Like, it's that simple. It's that simple. If he had fucking fixed the problem, we wouldn't have personal bankruptcy's number one cause be medical debt. That is extreme. That is not like abnormal. That is extreme. That is 150 degrees.
Yeah.
It's exactly the thing that about Abdul with Hassan is that if Obama had fought, people like fighters.
Right.
Like as simple as this all comes down to in this lizard brain, like, we all ingest a lot more information than your average political viewer. So
yeah, I like that shit.
But like if Abdul, say the details kind of get lost in the trees or whatever the hell the phrase is, but if he had just like went toe to toe against anybody defending his friend, clarifying like that comment someone had posted earlier or that you put on screen
Yeah,
just a little bit ago.
my co-host. Yeah.
Yeah, really, like exactly it. Like just show clarity, command the stage, but defend your damn friends. We're all lizard brains, even like the smarties of us. We people just love. There's a huge reward for fighting, and that's the thing that Trump trades on top of all kinds of other like
but what does that actually mean? So like you say that sounds good to a lot of people.
Perception of fighting.
How does fighting manifest? And I say I think it's shit talking. I think it's like calling out the bully, getting in the bully's face, calling him stupid.
But I mean, it's also Chris Rabb. Chris Rabb, guy we just showed earlier, defending Piker, him going on when he went on Hannity and he was like, "Oh, thank you very much, Scott," and he was like, "My name's Sean." He go, "Oh, okay, my bad."
I think
just like being a little passive aggressive cunty is also a fighting move.
Tim Wall's saying that they were weird was so well rewarded. I'm not saying that's
it was one fucking word, and it fucking shook the foundations of the entire fucking movement. Dude.
Yeah, and it was so effective that they immediately quashed it because it was out of order.
They might actually win.
Well, Hillary would have won if when she made the deplorables comment and they asked her and she walked it back. She said, Oh, did I say deplorables? I meant white trash.
I meant fucking bigots. I meant fucking racists. I mean David Duke. I mean Donald Trump. I mean all these fucking cunts. No, of course not.
She almost saved it when she said Pokemon go to the polls. So,
yeah. All right, so here we got Abdul. I turned up the volume. Let's see if we can hear this now.
I think for a lot of us who've been watching politics over the last 10 years, frankly, before that, there's always this question of like, how or why are people so angry at all of it? And I think it's because too often when you hear about politics, you hear politics covered as sports, right? Like Hassan Piker is a streamer in California. You would think if you turned on any media that this whole campaign is about a streamer in California. That's not what this campaign has ever been about. This campaign has always been about the ability to afford your groceries in Michigan, the ability to send your kid to a good school in Michigan, the ability to see a doctor in Michigan. Those are the questions I'm interested in answering and asking. So that's what we've been doing across this campaign. And so, you know, I'm less interested in going to the sort of like tabloid version of our politics where we cover this as like, oh, who's in, who's out, who's up, who's down, who's talking to who. And I'm a lot more interested in talking to the people in the state who've had a bum deal because of Donald Trump and the politics that Mike Rogers has been the epitome of for a very long time.
That was a much better statement than he had said, like, or than had been previously released. Yes. There was a text statement that was on like social media. Yeah, that was a little bit more like specifically distancing from Hassan Piker. That was a lot less that.
Let me fucking remind everybody: the clips that they're using to smear him are most likely coming from Destiny,
DSA Watch,
Ethan Klein. What was the other one?
DSA Watch.
DSA Watch, which is some fucking 14-year-old.
No,
like
I'm gonna stop that. No, dude, it's so
He's
easy
13.
to find.
He's 13.
It is easy to find fucking disagreeable Hassan clips from like his past without the help of any other fucking disingenuous shit.
No, I'm saying, yeah, but they don't know. They're not going to go through fucking 10 years of 8-hour streams.
All they have to do is just go to Twitter and literally just say like disagreeable Hassan content, and like Twitter will fucking aggregate everything.
I know, but they're using the same ones because they're fucking lazy.
Well, no.
What percentage are in good faith of disagreeable Hassan clips?
They're out of context. They're not in context.
And what I'm saying is they need to embrace him. They need to embrace him, defend him. Again, he's a streamer in California. It's not that important. But also, I agree with what he's saying of people should get more politically engaged. The Democrats have been unhelpful, and we need new leadership, and we need new blood in the party. People agree with that. And I will remind y'all here on this space station that in 2020, I think the first politician maybe to go on his show, at least that I remember, was AOC. Playing Among Us on Twitch.
I remember that.
And Elon Omar.
Oh, I thought you said Elon Musk.
He was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, this statement was much better than earlier, and also like Jeff said, or is it Dieter? Just put the freaking policies in the bag, bro. Just keep talking about that. Keep talking about what you're going to do, right? That's the whole point. It doesn't matter the candidate. It matters what you're offering. What are you going to do? It's not just about Republicans bad, which is true, but what are you going to do? Are you going to give us Medicare? Are you going to improve public education? That is, it has to be in the positive, not in the negative.
How come there's not a single candidate that ever just like comes out and it's like, here's my bill. I will literally put this on the floor the first fucking day I'm there.
But here's my thing.
The
reason why I'm saying this about like AOC, because I saw Jeff, you reposted this, and I had signed the petition as well.
I did too.
The DSA for AOC. Like they're gonna deploy this against AOC in 2028 if she runs for president. So we need to
be ready for it.
They need to fucking be ready for it. And, you know, of course, the establishment devs are loading the shotgun right now, trying to we're going to find all the clips we can about AOC and the dancing on the roof and whatever the fuck. But
which is cool, by the way.
If they turn Hassan Piker into fucking public enemy number one, then anyone who's ever been on his stream is fucking implicated. And that's Ilhan Omar, AOC, fucking Cat Abogazette, fucking everybody, you know? So it's incumbent upon, especially the people he's fucking campaigning with and helping, like Abdul, to fucking, I get it. He's in Michigan. He's trying to win the Senate fucking race. He doesn't want to be asked these goddamn questions. I concur with Queen fucking Jessica Tarloff over here, who's saying, why the fuck is we still talking about this shit?
We are now.
Yeah, she's like the only allowed in the 5. There's like only one voice of reason that's allowed, and I guess she just got picked.
It is difficult.
Well, as a 5 head, okay, from years ago,
5 head.
It used to be Bob Beckel. And Bob Beckel would fucking fight these motherfuckers and yell and scream over them.
Yeah, but he looked like a goofball.
He did look like a goofball. He was basically just Chris Matthews on Fox News. But yeah, he was great. I loved him.
I understand what Debbie Dingell is saying, that Republicans want to
Debbie
use this.
Dingell is so thirsty for Hassan. It's awesome.
There are really 2 schools of thought that I think are important here.
Sexy
We are
Hassan.
talking about him too much. He is a Twitch
All this
streamer.
stems from.
He's in front of a computer for 10 to 12 hours a day and live streams all of his thoughts. We are also selectively picking what parts of the streams we talk about. Majority of what Hassan Piker talks about are things like universal health care and housing. And yeah, there's some stuff, the Marxism, that China's so great. I don't agree with an ounce of that. But people are hearing in these conversations things that resonate with them about their quality of life, and that maybe there might be some solution that the government can provide to make our lives better. Just turn away from Hassan Piker. We don't talk about it anymore. It's not going to work. He was just named the number 3 most influential streamer by Rolling Stone, up 5 positions from last year.
Who's 1 and 2?
People like Hassan Piker. They believe in some of what he's saying.
Rolling Stone's relevant.
All of it. And you can't just turn your back on it and say, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. You have to find a way to have a nuanced discussion. And Hassan Piker also needs to be nuanced about it, like he has been about Angie Nixon, who said, I don't know who he is, not out here about campaigning with him. And he said, you do whatever you've got to do to win your race. Everybody has to be working towards the same goal.
Jesse, in what Jessica...
Actually, I agree with her.
Fuck.
I mean,
of course.
kinda do,
No.
yeah.
Jessica Tarloff is a queen. She's great.
Yeah, I agree with her on that.
But yeah, let me pull up this clip that Jeff sent here.
Well, she
But it's
mentioned
just
Angie
but
Nixon.
it's
This is Hassan.
it's so
This is actually
fallacious.
Hassan. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's just so fallacious that it's just guilt by association.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like, people know.
two-
People know so
Number 2 is
little
I Show
about this guy.
Speed. Number 2 is I Show Speed, which
I
absolutely
hate I
he
Show
is.
Speed.
I like I Show Speed.
hate I Show Speed.
And
Oh
number
my
1
God, I
is
hate it with a
Drewski.
passion.
Number 1 is Drewski.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't know who
And this
Drewski
is a list of political commentators?
No, it's just
regular
streamers.
streamers.
Streamers. Okay.
I Show
Tyson
Speed
is number
is
4.
disturbing.
Miss Rachel is number 5. Miss Rachel's
I
a
saw that.
streamer? That doesn't make sense. I've never seen. She streams?
I mean,
I'm
technically, I guess her show's on YouTube.
Darman is number 6. That's so awesome.
I was number 2,671,000. It's a long list.
Fucking.
Good morning. This space, we got to get these numbers up.
Yeah, I know, dude. Pump the numbers up. Go share.
Rookie
it.
numbers.
Well, so she mentioned Angie Nixon. Well, Alex, I think has a clip he's pulling up. But
Yeah.
like there was a clip last week, and I don't remember the entire thing, but the thing that jumped out at me was she sort of pushes back against the person asking a news interviewer, like, you're all the ones that are distracted, and then she just lists her issues and the stuff that she's fighting for that matter to her.
She's like, I don't know who
right
that
on the
is.
heels of a huge win.
That's
Like,
it.
So like,
probably not-
That's
like
the
that,
key.
like take a little, like one of Trump's most effective things was making the press the immediate foil to everything. He was able to just play that card so instantly and so powerfully because it centers himself as the victim in the scenario, which appeals to the reactionary roots of the conservatives, obviously. But it also
what makes him Teflon.
It puts it exactly that, yeah, and it takes away the credibility, decredibilizes. It's not a word. The media, but like that. I like that whole notion of you don't have to turn it into the way Trump treats media, but you can at least say, "Why are you asking this?" That's just distraction by the
Or just be like,
establishment,
"Who
and then you
cares?"
should give your answers. Who cares? What are
Yeah,
you talking
who
about?
cares?
People are
So, yeah,
dying in the
what's-
streets in my community, and I'm trying to save lives. You're asking me about
Yeah.
a fucking streamer?
Yeah.
You're
What's
distracted.
the word?
Who are you serving?
What's the
100%.
word?
I'd be a
Al-
great politician.
What's the word, Alex? That you gotta. What's the word that you need?
He's
that
running.
You need when you're handling the media.
Cunts.
Discipline.
No, entitlement. Remember?
Entitlement.
You are on my time. I am not
Right.
on your time. This is my public persona. I am entitled to manage it the way I want to with the
Dude.
time that I am given.
I know, Pep, you probably watched the whole thing, but I only saw a little clip that Hassan put together of the Candace Owens, Andrew Wilson debate. And Candace did exactly that. Andrew Wilson is so used to his podcast where he has like 15 OnlyFans girls and he's like asking them questions and wants them to hurry up and answer. And
he does. He actually does. Like he did that with me. Like you
debated Andrew Wilson?
Yeah, I debated Andrew Wilson when I was like 4 months into content. Yeah, modern day debate got a hold of me. I did okay. I had COVID during the debate. I was gonna cancel, but I had that thing where I was like, dude, I booked this like a month ago.
Word.
I wanted, and I'm like, I committed to this. I'll do it.
Wow, that's fun.
Number one, he's very fake because he is one of those guys that when you're in the green room with him, he's actually kind of
what's going on?
Yeah, he's just like, hey, very nice to meet you. And,
sushi with the boys.
He helped he helped get me to set up StreamYards and do everything properly, which was he literally walked me through it, was patient. But then the second that we started, he was just like, all right, so I just want to say that
lights on, let's fucking go.
Crazy, blah blah blah. And he kept anytime that I tried to engage with him, or at one point I even said I'm I matched his energy, and I was just like he was asking why I was getting combative. I'm like, dude, I'm matching energy. You're being a dick. And I don't think anybody ever just straight up said that to him. And I also
really funny. We're gonna
that thing where he's just
can you find that clip?
Make your point. Make your point. Quicker.
Make your point. Make your point. And Candace, what she did was go, I'm not on time limit. There's no time limit here. Patrick Bet-David's the moderator. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna explain my point and slow it down. I know you like
number.
It's a power move to even slow it down. Be like, no.
I saw that clip with with Candace Owens, and I'm obviously not
a fan.
Candace's strongest warrior or anything.
You're not a Clandinista?
I'm stunned.
No, unfortunately. But that's exactly how you need to deal with that type of person. She basically walked them through like a little child.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like how are you losing to Candace Owens? Yeah. How did you get in this position?
I'll be honest with you guys. Like Candace Owens, I think she's got terrible politics. I think she's insane. I don't want any part of her. I don't.
Yeah.
She's very media trained or something.
I've only recently started watching. I haven't ever. But I've seen clips of her with QAT stuff that I'm tracking and other stuff with Candace. She's incredibly talented at saying a lot without saying anything.
Yeah.
Somehow she manages to get information density.
We'll move on to that when we finish this Hassan segment. Let me just play this last.
Actually,
clip.
I'm gonna bounce, guys. But it's great seeing you. Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure.
See you next time.
Later, Dieter.
Catch you again.
Take care, brother.
We'll talk comedy when you come on my show.